setups for today. So we're just going to go over two trades that we called in the Telegram channel yesterday. So the first one, the first one we called was New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Okay, and that is still flying. And we call an entry pretty much on the retest here. There's a couple of retests. So the one that we're looking at is there, and there was another one pretty much where we're over there. Okay, so I'm going to come down to 15-minute because it's going to make sense. So you can see this was sort of a double bottom here. We broke up, and we came and we tested it a couple of times. And then what happened was we started getting these higher highs here, and that's when we put the call in, and we had a fairly wide stop below the swing low here. It was a little bit messy to start with, but then we got going. Okay, and you can see we are still going. So if you have taken profit now, nothing wrong with that. That's pretty much the right thing to do in actual fact, because are we through this area? Are we coming up to an area of support now? So you'll probably find you're going to get some kind of a pullback happening shortly. I'll come back to 30 minutes. So you'll see, whenever you see this kind of price action, you'll see it's still trailing up. We've got another big bar onto something. That's normally a sign of an exhaustion bar. So it is worthwhile actually taking profit on this trade at the moment. So this was the first entry here. You can see this pull back into the zone here. So your stop 500 points for 800. So a little bit more than a one-to-one trade. The second area was pretty much here. And I think that's a bit of the higher risk to reward here. So you can see the pullback here onto this breakout. It's long, 500 points for, that's a one-to-one trade. Okay, so that's the first one. I actually think I'm just going to close that trade now. And the second one was the Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Now this one pretty much was going sideways for quite some time. It has started to get moving again now, but let's just look at what the situation was here. You had a pullback back onto structure. So there was the first was one up there, and then there's another one down there. So I should use that level. Okay, and you can see there's your entry there, and then we just went sideways. Okay, so at the moment, look at the 15-minute. You can see clear opportunity here to get long. Okay, and there are a couple of areas. I mean, first one, you could have taken the first one here on the swing high, but you can see there's a lot more interaction here. So what I like to do is just do that kind of thing, and then when you get into there, it's long. Again, it was a stop below the range, and we kind of battled to get going. We only really just got going after hours here. But because we went sideways like this, I think it's another one that I'll be closing at the moment. Okay, moving on to pound USD. So pound USD did give us an entry. I didn't take it though. You can see back onto structure here, and then a move to the upside. If we look at it on the hour, you'll see these two levels here were my 8-hour levels, and I'm just going to adjust this one here. You can see right slap bang, I could have drawn another one here as well. Okay, so there, in amongst my 8-hour levels, I've got three 1-hour levels, and wait for price action one, and there it is there, inside bar off the level, and that's your long for the previous highs. Okay, there is a big level above us right here, so a massive area of resistance right here. So I actually don't think we're going to see anything exciting until after non-farm payrolls, to be honest. Euro Japanese yen, just have a look at this on the weekly. This is a massive move to the upside on the weekly, massive engulfing. Okay, so for me, this trend is more than likely changed. And what I'd be looking for on this pair, well, let's just get the data to refresh quickly. So what I'm pretty much looking for with this repair is a decent pullback or any form of structure that it's going to form and give us the opportunity to get long. Now, it's taking forever. Rand dollar, we were looking at this yesterday. We've been going sideways at the moment. This target is still in 16,734. It's just been a bit of a messy move. There was an entry up here, not yesterday, day before yesterday. So there was an entry up there, and I think that trade is still in play. And you can see what I say about that entry. There's my level. Let's just get the 8-hour level for you quick. So we pretty much spoke about that pin bar there, and you can see that would have been my 8-hour level. We did close above it, but as soon as you come down to the 1 hour, you'll see we got above it. There's a 1 hour level above there, and you can see the price action there on the moving average as well. Pin bar, pin bar. That was your area. Stop above it, and you should still actually be holding this one, and you're looking for that 1674 area down here. Okay, so let's just see if your JPY is back. Yeah. Okay, so looking at the 8 hour, you can see one-way traffic to the upside, not really giving us opportunities for pullbacks. These levels that I've got drawn in, just going to fine tune them a bit. So you can see there are my highs. Just want to go a little bit more to the left. So just put that one up there. That's a better area for it. Okay. Right. And you can see where price is here. So we do have this little gap here. So I reckon that's probably where the bulls are aiming for at the moment. So they're looking for this gap at 124,429. And you can see we are forming a bit of a flag. It wouldn't surprise me to see a breakout, hit that, and then come back and test this area. And sort of a retest of this area may get me long as well. Okay, just bear in mind, guys, it's non-farm payrolls today, so stay just be cautious. Be very cautious. I think I don't like being in any trades over the release of non-farm payrolls. Wait for that to transpire. Then once the dust is settled, then have a look for opportunities, and there will be opportunities about. Okay, last pair I just want to point out is Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Big inverse head and shoulders here, so shoulder, head, shoulder. We are at a pretty big level. Sorry, I'm on the hour. Let's just get back to the 8 hour here. We are at a level of resistance, as you can see here. See there it was used as support, here it was used as resistance, and support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. So, you know, I don't expect us to fly through this at the moment. We may just, but I expect us to hover in this area for a bit. So, still worth watching because I think it will offer some setups, especially this kind of structure. Okay. So those are the pairs that I'm looking at. I don't think Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, also at structure. So I just prefer the Canadian dollar over the yen at the moment. And depending on what happens to non-farm payrolls, money's either going to go into the yen or away from the yen. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, if you haven't joined the Telegram channel, please join there. It's easier for me to put the trades up there than try and get them onto YouTube as they happen. And if you're still listening, thanks so much. Appreciate it, and appreciate a like. It'll give us more likes we get, the quicker we grow the channel, and the more we can share the knowledge with a lot of more people. Hope this helps you today, and stay safe. We will catch you later. Cheers for now.